how blind people do YouTube videos. Today, as instructed by John Bailey, I wanted to volunteer today to show all of you who are blind or visually impaired how you can actually do your own YouTube videos. First of all, I'm going to go over the philosophy behind how all of this works, and then I'm going to go into some mechanics that can show you how to do it. Just by way of background, I've actually been doing YouTube videos for roughly about 2 years now. I actually use my iPhone, but I also have a Canon digital camera, and so the Canon digital camera actually has software in it where if there's even a little shaking, it sort of minimizes that. But even if you don't have a Canon digital camera, if you have an iPhone, you can actually do it fully accessibly. And so literally through doing this video now, I'm going to demonstrate to you how you literally can do videos. First of all, I wanted to talk about the philosophy behind it. This is already the latest extension of our philosophy as members and leaders of the National Federation of the Blind. We already know that we as blind people can do things just like everybody else, but in the back of our minds, there might be some thoughts like, well, you know, there might be things like, I don't drive a truck, or whatever it might be. Some people might think, well, why would I do videos? Well, getting to do YouTube videos is really a fun thing because it's a way to do what other people do as who can see. We can actually still provide quality content for YouTube, and we can still do it in a way that is visually appealing for people who can see, and yet for those of us who are blind, it's also a multimedia way for us to provide content to each other. And so today, that's exactly what I'm doing. If you notice, I'm not staying stationary, for those of you who can see. We actually can teach ourselves how to move in the real world and do so in a way that allows us to still keep ourselves looking good on camera by keeping ourselves centered, etc., as soon as we gain some muscle memory. In a different video, what I'll do is I will teach you how you actually hold your hand, where even if you're not able to see, you'll still be able to learn how, through muscle memory over time, you'll learn how to keep yourself focused on the videos. But for today, I'm going to go over some basics because this video that I'm doing is a part of a project of the National Federation of the Blind of Virginia, where we are doing different videos, including how-to videos, videos to share with people about the abilities of those who are blind, and basically spreading our philosophy and showing the world, yet in a new and creative way, how we as blind people live our lives in the world. So I guess moving on to the next thing, just to let you know, normally these videos for optimal effect should be no more than 3 to 5 minutes. This video right now is an exception because John asked me to provide some key pointers and instructions. So because of the nature of this being more instructional, expect this to be a little bit longer than the videos that you are to do as part of the NFB project. So first of all, when it comes to how we think, first we have to think about the content, okay? Before you ever even press the record button, it's important to think ahead of time as to what you plan on talking about in the video. Let's say, for example, the title of your video is, or the content of what you want to cover is, how do you do laundry? Or how do blind people do laundry? What you would do is, when you already set that intention, that is what you're going to cover in 3 minutes, or 3 to 5 minutes, whatever, what you do is, you would create a title. In this case, how do blind people do laundry? And then what you would do is, within the first 8 seconds, you would say the phrase, "How do blind people do laundry?" And then you would repeat that later in your video, and you'd also repeat that at the end. That's important because for search engine optimization purposes, you want YouTube to catch what your video is about. And the way YouTube does that is by looking at the first 8 seconds of your video, and it knows and can understand speech. That's why it even has a captioning feature. It isn't 100% accurate, but it does, the technology does exist to have an idea of what you're talking about. So then, if you say your key phrase within the first 8 seconds, it'll catch. Plus, when that phrase that you say in the first 8 seconds matches the title of your YouTube video, then that also helps. So then the next thing you do is after you're done recording your video, and I'll get into I'm just going over an overview right now, and we'll get into content in a minute, but after you're done recording your video, then the next step is when you put up the title, you also put up a description, and in the description of the video, you put the URL of a page that you want people to visit. It might be, in this case, for those who are part of this project, it might be a lead capture page, where if people want more information about blindness or how blind people do things, they can provide us with their name, email address, and phone number. That's a big possibility. But whatever it is, you put the URL of where you want people to go following the video. You put that at the very beginning of the description, and you don't put anything around it. You don't say what the URL is. You just put the URL, and then you skip a line, and then you put your description. And then when you put your description together, use keywords that would help also. So you would say laundry, in this case, cleaning, how to, and then you'd use other phrases that would help search engines to catch your video. And then what you would also do is, after you do that, you would go to the bottom of your description, hit enter maybe 20 times, and put the URL a second time. That also helps with search engine optimization. Okay, so now that I've given you the overview, let me go to the contents of what a video should contain. The first thing is that it should be informational, and just describing whatever it is that you want to do. And then, again, in addition or earlier I talked about using keywords in whatever you're saying with the video. The other thing that you would do is at the very end, you do what is called a call to action. And the call to action at the end of the video should say, click on the link below, subscribe to my channel, or subscribe to my channel, or subscribe to our channel, and click on the link below. Whatever it is, you tell people what they need to do next. Because you don't want people just to watch the video and then move on. You want them to stay engaged with you. And the way you do that is by providing them with a way to continue having an opportunity to get to know you. And so the way they can do that is by subscribing to your channel. Or they click on the link and it takes them to lead capture page and they provide their information. Whatever it is that you do, it's just important to create ongoing engagement. Because remember, the more people see us and the more the people get to know us, the higher the opportunity for us to engage with people offline. And the other thing too, and we can talk about this at a future point too, is in order to increase your viewership, you would tweet out the link to the video to your Twitter list. You would also email it out to folks, and you'd also post it on Facebook. And so there are all these opportunities to create more buzz around the video through social media or email campaigns. The other thing that you could also do is ask people as an action step to comment below on what they think about the video. And if you do that, leave on the comment section. That includes providing people the opportunity to express their feelings about whatever they saw. Sometimes the remarks might be really positive, like, wow, I didn't know that blind people could do things this way. Sometimes there are people who are trolls, and they might say, well, you people should go back and live in an institution. I mean, whatever awful things inflammatory people might say. But you need to know that is that's par for the course when it comes to doing YouTube videos, especially when we end up getting a lot of views. The more views you get, the more you are guaranteed that you are going to get trolls who are going to say awful things. Just know that not to take it personally, and that is literally just part of what happens when you put yourself out there on video. So just expect that. The other thing too is, once people subscribe to your respective channels, there is actually a way that you could use another video to welcome them because they've subscribed to you. Or you could use video for Facebook. If any of you subscribes to or joins me as a friend on Facebook, you will see how I greet you by video. I can show various of you how to do that if you'd like to enhance your profile. So basically, I think that covers the basics of what's needed here, where we've already gone through the philosophy of how this works. I've given you some of the basics of what to do. But below, I'm going to actually now, as I close, I'm going to ask you, it's part of literally the way we do things, I want you to, as my call to action for you today, I want you to comment below this video, and I want you to let me know what questions you have about anything that I've covered. Let me know, and then that way I could cover that in a future video, and then we can go from there. But this is really, really a fun, innovative project that we're doing as part of the National Federation of the Blind of Virginia under the leadership of John Bailey. And for those of you who are within the state of the Commonwealth of Virginia, we are excited that you're watching this video, and we would love for you to join us and be a part of an entire growing army of people who are helping to change public attitudes about blindness while getting to show people a glimpse into our lives as everyday blind individuals who are independent and confident and have an ability to do things just like everybody else. If any of you are watching this video are from other states, then I stand ready to be of support to you as you build your own public relations YouTube video projects within your respective states. And so I'm here as a fellow Federationist, excited to be sharing this with you. I'm really, really grateful for this opportunity, and we are really not even just at the beginning, but we are at the very beginning of the beginning in terms of all the good that is to be done as a result of these video efforts. So please share this video with others who are blind, and invite them to become a part of this. Whenever you do videos, invite people who are fellow Federationists to comment positively about the videos, to give you some love, to show you some online love. It's really important because the more you get comments, that also affects search engine optimization. It also affects your credibility. And just so you know, in case you're wondering, who is this Oli guy? How does he even know? Who is he to say how this all works? Well, if you do a Google search of my name through various things I've done, whether YouTube or just mentioned in different places on the web, I think I'm on roughly about 300,000 web pages. So it's not because I'm all that, but it's just because I know of various ways to promote presence online, and I'm eager and happy to show all of you how to do that as well. So you take good care, everybody. Subscribe to my channel. Click on the link below. Get in touch with John Bailey. Put some comments below regarding any questions you have, and we will go from there. And here is to all of us and our collective success in working to enhance and transform public attitudes about blindness. You all take good care, everybody, and I will talk to you soon.